Today we're making homemade liver pâté, mostly in preparation for next week's video, but also, you know it's gonna taste better than the store-bought stuff. Okay, let's prep the liver first. I've got around 300 grams of pork liver, but if you can only find chicken or veal liver, those also work fine. To prep the liver, I'm just gonna pat it dry. I'm not trying to be too thorough now, because we're gonna pat it dry again before we cook it, but I'm just trying to get most of the blood off. I'm just gonna slice it up. Then I'm gonna transfer it on some paper towel and pat it dry again. And while the paper towel is doing its work, I'm gonna melt some butter. Like a lot of butter. For that amount of liver, I'm gonna need about 150 grams, but I'm melting 250. We're gonna use some for the cooking and for sealing the pâté afterwards. We don't wanna cook it, we don't wanna brown it, we just want it melted. And if you have a microwave oven, that makes it even easier. Just throw it in there on a lower setting. And while the butter is gently melting away, I'm also gonna slice up a shallot into juliennes. In the meantime, our butter has melted completely, and I'm gonna add a couple of big tablespoons into a pan. In go the shallots, a pinch of salt of course, and we're just gonna cook these down until they soften up and they pick up the tiniest bit of color. Then I'm gonna take them off the heat and put them aside. Into the same pan, I'm gonna add another couple of tablespoons of our melted butter. And in go our livers. Again, a big pinch of salt. I'm gonna give these a flip and I'm gonna throw the shallots back in. Then I'm gonna deglaze the pan with 50 ml of cognac. I'm gonna cook off the alcohol like this for a couple of minutes and then they're going straight into a food processor, or in this case, my blender. Once it starts getting to a fairly smooth consistency, we can start drizzling in our melted butter. And we're gonna do that slowly, just like when we're making mayonnaise, so that we can emulsify the butter with the livers. Okay, that's done. Now this is your last chance to adjust the seasoning, so give it a taste. Nice. I'm gonna keep mine into a mason jar, but you can use any container with a lid. And I'll also seal the pâté with the rest of the melted butter. Once it comes down to room temperature, I'm gonna put it away in the fridge to set for a few hours. Or if you know me at all, you know that's gonna be overnight. This is a pretty basic liver pâté, but you can experiment with adding things to it, like green peppercorns for example. This is really nice, but I'm super excited about what we're gonna be using it for next week. A serious contender for the world's best sandwich, so stay tuned for that. Roll out!